Today we have the Sultan, as the Sufi Tarot calls it, more traditionally called the Emperor, the Four, that very sturdy foundation that we've been working with, all those four cards. This is the archetype of the Four. And in this case, the Emperor, which has the beautiful rams in the front, the Aries symbol of the starting anew, because that's what the Aries sign does. It has the fire to get going, has the sun in the background, has those beautiful sturdy stones, and if you look, he's in a very sturdy chair. So there's that sense of the connection to the earth, that sense of really being grounded, and at the same time the ability to access the heart. So it's in astrology it could be called the Jupiterian experience of just really being aware of taking care of the entire family all around the earth, the people on it, with this wonderful sense of solar energy, straightforwardness, clarity, and at the same time with an open heart. Is there anything else you want to say about the Sultan, Raphael? It's archetypal energy, which means that I can say it's something that comes through us. It's not that it's always accessible, and yet it's the energy that is there in the universe.
Yeah, soul work, and we would have said it was sort of the archetypal male self energy, but now we're trying to say solar, because maybe there was someone in a female body who emanated that kind of clarity, that authority, taking care of their house, their lands, their friends, their family, their work, really caring, responding in a very clear, compassionate, I can way to take care of business. It's the way each of you has taken care of so many things over the course of your life. Just managing your house, managing your affairs, helping friends, that's all that kind of I can energy. Yeah.
Yes.
It's an energy of manifestation in compassionate action.
So as we start today, one of the things I'd like you to do is really think of some people who you want to call in as your guides, as your mentors. When you were speaking, Raphael, I really thought of Mother Teresa. She took on whatever needed to be taken on, like when there was no heat in one of the places that she was helping people to be able to stay. She would go down and she'd take on getting the heat back.
And when she couldn't get it back in San Francisco and they couldn't open it, she said, take it out. Because it was legal. If you took out the furnace, then you could legally have the people in the house. But if you had a furnace that didn't work, but she was that Sultan. She dealt with it. Yeah.
Yes, and she was so aware of how she was helping the people, and so she was in charge. And that's that strong clarity that she took. And I also think of, in many ways, I see Barack Obama, and you all can call upon your own in terms of maybe Hazrat Inayat Khan, in which they took on these roles of being the Sultan or the Emperor. So taking a moment to breathe in and calling upon your guides that embody that, the Emperor energies, and have done that in their lifetime and in the way that they've connected inside with you. So just taking that moment to bring them into your field, your memory. And remembering as we go forward today in our bodies with this connection to the Emperor, that we're really pulling in those energies that exist within the universe. And one of those energies, I'd like to just name it as Ra. we've been working with this in the soul work deepening class, and the Ra is really so close to the Ram, and that Ram is that archetypal solar energy, like the Emperor, taking on what's needed to be done. So the Ra in there is so powerful. It comes from the Hara, and the HM Ra goes up before it goes down into the M. It is part of the seed syllable of the womb of compassion and mercy. So it connects both that incredible energy to go forward. At the same time, it connects the compassion and the mercy. So we're going to just start off with that as we say that into our bellies. And how we're going to do it is we're going to take a big breath in, because this is the Jupiter breath. We breathe in through our nose, and then we hold it, and then we come out. Breathing in again and holding it. One more time. Holding. Now just breathing in and out through the nose. We're going to really ask for that safety, that foundation of the earth to come through this earth breath, through our own bodies. And we're asking that our bones, all the sturdiness, all the stability that we have within our muscles and the firmness of these bodies, that it be joined with the earth, that we can feel our own stability. And so we're breathing in and out through the nose. And we're going to go down first to our feet. And we're going to hold our feet. It's going to be a little hard for you to see me. I'll bring a foot up. And so what we're doing is we're holding with our hand. If you can hold both feet, one with each hand. And feeling that sturdiness of pushing down into the earth as you breathe. Asking the earth to really connect with this body of ours so that we can feel our own bones. And then coming up to our ankles, holding the ankles, one with each hand. Really let those ankles be held. Coming up now, let your hands go up, your calves, all the way to your knees. And hold those nice bony knees. Feeling the bones. And as you breathe in and out through the nose, really asking that our bones be connected into the stability of the earth. And coming all the way up the thighs. You can kind of squeeze the thighs as you come up to your pelvis, and letting your fingers, especially your thumbs, go on some of those pelvic bones that are coming out on the sides. Breathing in and out from these pelvic bones. Again, asking that we can feel this stability. And now, if you'd like, you can begin to bend your knees on the exhale too. Feeling that coming into the earth, coming into our own bones. And then bringing our hands up to our, actually down to our pubis. You can put our fingers right there on the pubic bone. May our bones join with the earth, with this solidity, this sturdiness, this foundation. And coming up to the very bottom of our ribs, holding those bottom parts that are angling up and down. Putting one hand on the coccyx and one hand somewhere in the middle of your spine, like at least a thumb. And again, feeling that downward energy. Letting yourself be pulled down into the earth, letting yourself feel the earth in your own body. That's sturdiness. Remember the picture of the emperor, the Sultan. And then taking your hands onto the side of your the ribs and holding some of the sides of your ribs. You can remember the rum on that exhale, or you can just say it inside. And bringing your hands now up to the very tops of your ribs into your, actually, why don't you just find your clavicle bones, your collarbones. May our bones feel the connection of the earth. And now to our one wrist, holding one wrist. And holding the other wrist. Holding our elbows with each other's hands, with both hands. Holding at the top of our shoulders. Asking that we feel that stability, that sturdiness. And taking our hands and feeling the back of the ears and our tiny little finger on the jawbone. Letting yourself continue to breathe deep, rich, full breaths. Breathing in the life of the universe. coming into your cheekbones and also the third eye, the forehead bones. One hand at the top of your head, the skull bone, and one in the very back where the skull connects with the spine. Letting your whole body just sink into this wonderful experience of boniness connected to the earth. If you're feeling okay, you can continue to bend your knees a little bit to help you to come into that earthiness. And then letting go of all the bony holds for a moment, and instead just putting your hands right in a nice secure place on your hips. You can feel your hips as you do this, and your elbows are opening to the back. And we'll just say a couple more times this earth breath and Raum. Raum. Feeling that sturdiness. One more time. Now letting our stance go a little bit wider, so we feel very secure where we are on the floor. And we're going to breathe in that fire breath into our hara. Breathing in through the mouth and then out through the nose. And we're going to bring it up to the heart, and then we're going to radiate it out. Letting the whole body jiggle and shake as we do this. We're shaking up all the old structures. A little faster. Raum. 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 And really bend your knees as you bring it in. Raum. 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 One more time. Raum. Letting your hands come back down to those bony holds around the hips, and letting your elbows really be in your back. And we'll do it to the 4 directions now one more time. Breathing in through the mouth. feeling yourself as the emperor. One more time, and we're going to do it to all of the people here. Coming back into your belly, into your bodies, feeling that place where you feel really sturdy. Find whatever way that you feel the most sturdy, that you can imagine you're like four-legged. I'm down on my knees, my hands are on my knees. So just letting yourself feel that sturdiness for a moment. And again, we're breathing in and praying to the earth and asking that we connect our earthiness with the earth. Feel that stability. And that the fire of our hearts leads us into the right action. So let's take a seat together. And as we're doing this, just starting with really feeling that stability again in the chair. The chair itself is that wonderful four-legged extension of ourselves. And we feel that sturdiness of the earth through the chair, through our legs, connected like tree branches or roots deep, deep into the earth, connecting us. So we're breathing in this energy from the earth. And we bring it all the way up into our hearts, and we breathe it out our hearts. Breathing up from the earth, out from the heart. Out in all directions from the heart. Taking in everything that's all around us without having to even open our eyes. We're just aware. We activate that part inside of us as the witness of recognizing the energies all around us. Now we bring the energy in with the next inhale, just to our own heart, to our own bodies. And we bring back those guides that we had earlier, asking them to stand at the four corners of our heart, the four pillars. As we begin to make room in our hearts.
So just continuing, imagining your chest plate soft and porous. The breath just flowing in and out. Just remembering this energy of the Sultan. That card is up there if you need to open it. This is the aspect of you that you're getting in touch with. So just letting the breath flow in and out for a moment. Having that intention. Being your own Sultan as you're mastering your breath. Letting it flow in and out, your chest soft and porous as you just massage the heart center. And as you do that, just listening to the invocation, just being receptive. Toward the one, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls, who form the embodiment of the Master, the message, the mystery, the miracle, the mother, the spirit of guidance. And taking a moment, really, you're, as conscious self, there's the quality of the Sultan in that you can direct your attention. Other selves, other parts will want to distract or move away. Just ask them gently, clearly, firmly to step aside for right now. Right now, there's nothing to do, nowhere to go. It's okay right now for these few moments. And just directing your attention, your loving awareness to your heart, to the sacred space of your heart, to the garden of your heart. Just taking a moment to just open to what your heart is like today, the sacred space of your heart. And then imagining in your heart a place of serenity, of nourishment, of calm, of refuge. Just imagining perhaps it's a place you visited before, a place from a dream, a place you've read, or just bring to mind some place of nourishment, of security, of love, of harmony, of beauty, of support. Whether you just imagine that, whether you feel that, whether you see, hear, whatever the inner sense is, but taking a moment to really familiarize yourself with the garden of your heart today. And at the very least, just bringing your attention to your physical heart, a little on the left side of your chest and a little in. And then, with all love and all respect, calling upon High Self, your celestial self, the angel of your being, in whatever way, shape, or form High Self comes today, whether there's a sense of presence, sense of I can or support, an animal ally, a wise being, in whatever way you experience, just welcoming the energy of High Self for a time of communion, a time of guidance, a time of dialogue, but taking a moment to really establish this link, breathing in the energy, the blessings, but especially the strength, the I can of High Self, and breathing back that love, that respect. Taking a moment to commune, to breathe in the baraka, let the light, the love of High Self fill you and radiate and overflow to all the other selves inside. And beloved High Self, we ask for your guidance. Any information, practices, a symbol arising to help us connect with this part of ourselves that is the Sultan, to help us connect with this energy so we can take stock of ourselves, our world, our friends, our family, our work, and find ways to be that Sultan, to take the actions that are needed, to manifest in the ways that are needed. Finding the inner strength to take the actions not only in our inner lives, but also in our outer world. Any guidance you have for us. around connecting with this Sultan energy. And we just drop into the breath of unity with High Self. Really thanking for your direction, your guidance. And then taking a moment to just remember all the times that that Sultan energy has been present in your life. Times when you accomplished, when you saw what needed to be done and you took care of business, whether it's as large as working, graduating from high school or college, or taking care of an aging loved one, a parent, or manifesting through some local organization, or simply going and when you move, getting your car re registered in the state you move to. Simple ways that you plan trips, whether for pleasure or for spiritual unfoldment. But just all the ways that that Sultan energy, taking a moment to just reflect on your life, starting in childhood, up through adolescence, young adulthood, mature adulthood, and beyond. Just reflecting on all the ways this energy has been present, coming up with times, places where this manifested in your life. And then, with all love and respect, calling this aspect of yourself, this part, into your heart. Whether you just feel the energy from all those times, whether you see or get a sense, a presence of this self, but really welcoming in this self and just getting a sense where this one is in your body. The feelings that come with this self. Maybe it's like the solidity of those bones, that skeleton that's just that solid support that helps us manifest and move in the world. And along with those memories we've been having, any images, perhaps you see this self or other images arise in relationship to this self. And the behaviors, the action this self likes to take. Just take a moment to really welcome this self in. Just notice how you feel towards this self. If there are parts that are scared or don't know, just asking them to step aside for a little bit. But first of all, just seeing if you can bring that quality of curiosity or love and respect, to really acknowledge this self that works so hard to help you accomplish things in your life. And just really open to if this self has a name or a way they wish to be known or called. And anything that this self wishes to share with you about themselves. Making sure that they're aware of you and of your gratitude for them and their strength. And ask this one if there's anything that they need from you, any way you can help support them, that the two of you can work more and more together for manifestation in your life, inner and outer. And really welcoming this one to enter into that breath of unity with you, with High Self. We just call of ones that doubt or that the energy wasn't there or are suspicious, met people who were in places of authority and didn't trust them, didn't know that there could be someone in authority with your best interest at heart, or that you could be in that place, this self of authority with the best interest of others, really working together. Just really welcoming a self that may have some doubts or confusion, or perhaps this is just new energy and new experience to realize that there could be someone like that. But welcoming this self in, getting a moment to get to know them too, where they are in your body, and the images, the feelings, their behaviors, thoughts, beliefs. And think if you can really welcome this one too, see how you feel towards this one. If you can bring these qualities of curiosity, love, respect, and getting to know, just opening to this one to share a little bit. Perhaps they've just never met someone, they didn't know that this was a possibility. Letting them feel this Sultan part of you and answering any questions that they have, any concerns. And anything else they wish to share, especially around their relationship with this Sultan energy, this Sultan self, and how you can help them. How you can help them recognize that this is an important aspect of your humanity. A deep archetypal energy, a deep self inside, just waiting to expand and manifest and take care of the business of your life to support you in your inner work and in your outer work in the world. Or perhaps they're just relieved to know that this self is there that can help, that there's this clear support. Really allowing for a moment you to be there with high self, with this Sultan self, with the parts that welcome this energy, and with the parts that are hesitant about this energy. Just letting you all be in a circle, feeling, sensing each other's presence. A circle of the selves inside, whether it's around that table of wisdom or just whatever meeting place in the garden of your heart. Really inviting all to enter into this breath of unity, to breathe together. And we'll say one Raum down to our inner life, to all the selves, bringing that energy to our inner world. One, bringing it up to our outer world. And then we'll say it a third time, just bringing that energy to the whole world, to all beings who need this quality of strength and compassionate action. Another ritual breath in, coming up to the outer world. Letting this energy radiate out to all beings. And then a fourth, just because we're on the four. I'm taking a moment to sit or stretch, to reflect on your soul work this morning. You can write or jot down something if you want.